Hello, everyone. Coming in. Hello, you guys. Hello, hello.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you guys?
Great.
Great. Awesome. Me too. I'm feeling so much better today.
Oh, good.
Yeah, I've been really struggling with that cough and cold and congestion. Boy, oh boy. It's just, when we're not in our best health, the energy is like you have to really work on getting it up there.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
But you guys always bring me up there. I do. I find that I finish these gatherings with you guys and it's like, okay, feel great. Let's go. And then an hour later I'm like, okay, I need a nap now.
Well,
Uh,
and then also the solar flares have been off the charts the last week.
yeah, the last couple months.
Yeah, I mean, like the last couple days, it's like every hour there's an M or an X flare.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah,
That's
it's been crazy.
wild, isn't
And
it?
I just feel them, it's like if I don't feel right, I can feel like a little bit of anxiety. I don't feel right. And I'll
Oh,
go in and look, and sure enough, that's why.
mm.
But at least I know that's why, and it's not something else.
Yeah, yeah.
What?
Well, and you know
What?
what? For that anxiety, sorry, Lori, for that
Okay.
anxiety, um, if you don't want to get a Healy, check out the grounding mats. Excuse me, because I know my sister's been dealing with a lot of anxiety from this chronic fatigue. Like it's just triggering all sorts of things that she never dealt with before. And she wakes up, of course, in the middle of the night with, you ever get that like jittery, like it's like restless leg syndrome, I think they call it, but you just got to get up and move or something, like you can't
Yep.
relax. And she's been using this grounding mat and it's really helping her. It's just small, the one she bought, and I think it's only 30 or $40. Just go on Amazon and look for it. And she said she just puts it under her, like her calves on her bed. It's kind of a rubber thing, and you can get a mattress too, like a mattress pad, but it's kind of a rubbery thing. So she was kind of hesitant to, like, that
Yeah.
doesn't feel very comfortable, but she said this small one is working great. And
Oh, I'll have
so
to try
she,
that.
yeah, she feels it and then she's like, oh yeah, my mat, and puts it under her legs and she relaxes right away, which it totally makes sense to me because anxiety is really when we're not grounded, right? Like
Mm.
it's the need to be grounded. Yeah. Try it.
Yeah,
And
I will. Last night I was actually up about 3, and then did, smudged and did grounding exercises, and, just to try to, you know,
yeah.
combat that.
Yeah. Oh, well, give it a try and let me know if you get one and how it works, because that's pretty cool.
Okay,
And
thanks.
it just, to me, it's like the Healy, only it's just a simpler form, right? Maybe not working quite at the molecular structure, but I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try it. Thank you.
Yeah. You're
I
welcome.
wanted to ask Karen, what does she check when she's feeling, what you're saying you check?
So I have a person on Facebook named Pat Donworth or Donsworth. And she just keeps everything updated. She's monitoring, the all of the frequencies and everything, and then she'll post, and the X flares are the when there's an X flare, that's when satellites go out and people start getting physical symptoms and things like that. So, and then M flares are pretty strong too. And so, but it's funny because my husband and I we'll all of a sudden look at each other and go, something's going on. And we'll go in and look, and sure enough,
Oh,
yeah.
Because I get weird feelings. Like sometimes I'm just sitting doing nothing and nothing's really bothering me. And then all of a sudden I go, feel weird right now. Like, what's this weird feeling?
mhm.
So,
Yeah. And some people were saying, like, just when you read the comments, that, they were going to the doctor. and going, I don't know what's wrong with me. And then when they started like just kind of following that, and they're increasing, like you said, they're really increasing. Once they follow that, then they're like, okay, this will pass because, we just had a flare.
Oh,
What is the name of the lady? Oh,
Pat,
boy.
Pat Donworth.
Don't.
I can look that up really quick.
Thank you.
yeah, just the spelling too. I have another guy that I had followed on YouTube, but he gets quite dramatic. It's like watching Fox News. It's like
I love it because this is just, she just posts like just what the flare level is or whatever. Donworth, Donworth.
no S in there. Okay.
And it's interesting because then I'll read people's comments and it's like, there people will be like, I have a headache, or I'm just feeling anxious. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. I think
That is-
definitely some people are more in tune with those energies than others, but
Well, and I think that is as a whole, like the more we become aware of our energy, our frequency, and the more we slow down our life, then the more we're going to feel it, right?
yes.
It's just like, the energies of people walking by you. Like normally you wouldn't feel it, but when you start to do this work, it's like, holy man, I'm getting overwhelmed here. Right. So hi, Jill. Hi, Anna. I didn't say hi to you. Sorry. I thought you pop in. Good to see you guys. Okay, who are we missing here? Okay, Carrie and Osho. Perfect.
Yeah. For some reason, I am not getting your emails for this meeting on my computer. I can't get it to come up, so I don't know. I'm getting it on my cell phone, but I'm not getting the Zoom link for my computer on Wednesdays. And it's happened like the last couple times, and I was, but now I can't get them to upload. So
Oh my goodness.
so I don't know. So I've been trying to get in for a minute.
Oh, no worries. You're fine. You're
Oh.
fine. And I don't know, Jill, I think it's your computer.
Well, I had Spectrum here all day yesterday, putting in new lines throughout the whole house. He was here the entire day. So hopefully it'll improve.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, I
Wow.
was expecting him to stay the entire day and do that, but he did. So it's done. Yay.
Yeah. It's funny. Technology is funny.
It is.
And
It is.
finding
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Sorry, I just wanted to, sorry, I'm so ADD. It's like when something pops into my head, I want to tell you, but I was, yesterday, I forgot to tell you because I said I had all these magical spiritual experiences. Carrie did a past life regression with me that was the most powerful, amazing experience. And she does those. And I've never experienced anything. I mean, I went to the City of Light, saw my, what are those called? Akashic records.
Yeah.
There were like scrolls.
Oh
And
my.
then I went to this auditorium and there were all these people, these light beings from my past lives. And my mom came forward and I was just, and it didn't look like her, but I knew it was her. And I could feel her energy. We were like talking telepathically and I was bawling and it was so powerful. She does an amazing job. Just
Oh,
like if anybody's interested in doing that. She's
Well,
done
that-
it before.
That's funny you brought that up because I was thinking she talked about that when we were painting and I thought I need to talk to her about that. So thank you.
Yeah, it was incredible. And then it's like I moved from that lifetime to I was standing on a gallows and I could feel them put the noose around my neck.
Oh,
And I looked down at my feet. Carrie, I'm talking about you. And I looked down at my feet and I had like a black dress on and I could see my sister in the like down below and she was crying, but she had like black hair. but I wasn't scared. It was like I was observing it with no emotion. And I was like, oh, I shared too much too soon, and it backfired again. And so here we go again, kind of like it was
Ah,
fascinating.
Wow, that's so cool.
that is. Oh my
Yeah.
Gary,
God.
I was telling him about my experience with you.
Oh, good. Sorry, I couldn't get in. I couldn't find the link. So anyway, I made it, and I'm glad you.
Oh, good. I'm glad you
All right.
got. Oh
Okay.
my gosh, Karen, I just had an epiphany as you were talking. Carrie, I might need to book some time with you. Because as you were talking about that, I remembered I mentioned it yesterday that I had a past life dream. And I think it was past life dream, and all of a sudden I understood it, why it came up now and how it's relevant in my life. But I had a dream that I don't know if you know Canadian history at all, but the Acadians on the east coast of Canada lived on the coast, and they were French settlers that had come over from France, and they had been living there for like 100 years or more. And because of the situation between Britain and France and the fight for the land, the British decided they had control, and the British decided they needed to um, expel the Acadians from the area. And these were just the Acadians had thought, well, we don't want to get involved in this war. Like, we don't feel connected to France because we've been here for 100 years and we are just here, but we also don't want to side with Britain. We just want to stay neutral. And for a while that was okay. For about 30 or 40 years, that was okay. And then the British people thought, no, because of what was going down with the American Revolution, like, or the War of Independence, then they couldn't trust the Acadians. So they just came in one day with ships, loaded them all in ships. Families were separated and like never saw each other again. Some were taken down the coast into Louisiana, which is where Cajun comes from because it's the Acadian cooking. And some were sent back to France, and like they were just dispersed. And it was a very traumatic, like, first genocide in Canada. Anyways, so I just randomly had this dream. I used to teach it in the classroom, so I knew about it. But I had this dream the other night that I was an Acadian, and they had come, the boats had arrived, and I was running around searching for my sister, and I was calling her. Her name was Elizabeth, and I was calling and calling and calling, and our whole family got separated and never saw each other again. Um, and and then I woke up. But it's totally relevant because right now my family feels separated. And I had just talked to my sister about, had the strength, like, growing through this whole situation of which is, as of yesterday, maybe starting to get better. I'm not sure. But I was talking to her about how I'm learning to be stronger. Like, family is so important. It's like the security blanket around you. And we don't have any family here. Our family is 3,000 miles away. So we're here just with my kids. And now that, this is happening with my kids, it's like I'm having to get stronger and say, like, even without family, I'll be okay. And that's not what I'm visioning in, but I have had to kind of look at that and go, well, who am I if I don't have my family around me? Right? Who am I? And Carrie, I'm sure you've been through some of that processing too. So it's not fun because it's like, well, you realize that everything you're doing for your loved ones, right? Like, everything you're doing is beautiful when you're surrounded with your loved ones. And when you're not surrounded with your loved ones, you have to reevaluate your mission and your purpose. And yeah. So So yeah, so I just connected those two. Thanks, Karen.
We'd love to do a session with you.
Okay, we'll chat. See what else is coming up. Yeah, because yeah, that's not what I want. I don't want my kids in the three corners and living their own lives.
It's
Yeah.
amazing when you resolve it in a past life, how the dominoes fall into place, kind of, you know.
Oh, but Carrie, can it be resolved if they got separated forever?
Well, what you resolve, that contract, that thing
Oh, yeah.
you say that was that life and this is this life. And
Oh,
we don't have to continue the cycle. We can
Mhm.
have a new,
right.
yeah. It's interesting how it shifts things when you do that.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. That is exactly it. Oh my gosh. And there's also been ancestral patterns woven into it, right?
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
it's been like a lot, like a big tangled ball of string. Okay.
Well, you know, say
Nope.
7 generations before instead of 7 generations behind is what
Right.
heal that part.
Right.
Yeah.
And this is actually the time that Chiron's coming in really strongly, astrology wise, and it's healing a lot of this as well. It's bringing all this up for us.
You are so right. Yeah, that Chiron is powerful.
Very powerful.
Yeah, and it has been very relevant. So, yeah,
Yeah.
healing those
I
wounds.
would talk to you as well.
Oh, okay. Oh, I
Yeah.
love it. And my Chiron, I believe, is in my house of family. I have to, yeah. So,
I both do.
yeah,
Good
yeah,
time to
yeah, totally. Okay.
It really was the most, probably one of the most significant spiritual experiences I've had.
Oh,
I'm still processing it.
you need to write that for Carrie as a
Mhm.
testimonial.
Yes.
Well, the funny thing is, it happened because of our cards, doing the
Yeah.
card, and Karen, I don't even remember what I said, but I said, well, we could go into that past life and check it out. But because I haven't done any of regression work or hypnotherapy work. Well, I did in Hawaii. I had somebody ask me to do a spirit animal regression to find out what their spirit animal was. And so it was like all of a sudden, cool. I love doing this work. I love facilitating. And yeah, so anyone that wants a session, first one's on me for our group.
Mm,
So
Oh,
that's very generous.
Yeah, very. Thank you.
Yeah. I'll
thank you,
book
Carrie.
you this week. You got time?
yeah, pretty wide open.
Okay, we'll chat. Oh my gosh. I just love these connections, and like I said, I love to see it's so healing for me to see that even in the other group too, it's like people started connecting together and sharing their businesses together and growing, and it just has surprisingly made me so freaking happy because like I just feel happy. And then I'm looking back and going, yes, like cleaning up that sister wound, that competition, right? It's not there. It's not there. Yay. So, because that's something that in the past, I struggled with. As you're starting to build your business, it's like, okay, I feel that coming up. Let it go, let it go. And then, in this, it's like, yeah, oh my gosh, it feels so good because we're all expanding and we're all needed out there, and we all need to be reaching more and more people, and it feels like so truth. It's the truth.
Mhm.
So anyways, thrilled. thrilled. Love you guys.
Don't forget to record for Osho.
I am recording.
Oh, you are? Oh, sorry.
I came in 2 minutes before so that it would just stay recording. Yes. Hello, Osho. We miss you. You always feel that lack of energy when somebody's not here. You feel that missing. Okay. So last time we talked about how we are interconnected with our business, that our business is us. We are our business. And as we deepen our own journey and become more and more aware of our growth and our journey, our business expands too. And so it's all about your walk of becoming, right? And if you remember that Venn diagram that we looked at in the mystic business of the 3 circles, your passion plan, your higher power, and then your business, and how they all interconnect with your soul in the middle. Keep that vision in your mind as you keep growing, because that is the way it is. And eventually, if a business continues to grow and expand and become like really, really big, like you step into like $1 million kind of movement, it takes on its own energy. And at that point, it's like you then become big enough to hold that energy, right? But for now, in the smaller stages, we're all at the point where we're interconnected with our business and it is part of us. And there's so many ups and downs. Like when you first start a business, you come in and you're excited and it's like, okay, I'm going to do this. Like anything that you maybe started in the past, even like a venture or a network marketing or something that you went, yeah, oh my gosh, this gets me excited. And you come in really excited, and that energy, that boost of energy with your excitement really takes it off. It's like the rocket fuel that gets it launched. And then after a while of being in business, sometimes we can fall back into that sludge zone. And I know because I've been there like several times. I remember one specific time before, like a couple years ago, though, I lost my belief in myself. I kind of slid down, and I was like, I was tired. I was still working in the classroom and building the business, and it was a lot. And, sometimes things don't work in business, and I was still taking it personally as if it was validating whether or not I should be doing this because, oh, nobody signed up for that program. So maybe that means that I don't really have anything valuable to share. And so I was still struggling in that validation, which we need to not be getting our validation from numbers, right? Don't get your validation from numbers, whether it's in sales or number of people following you or number of people signing up. That's not where your validation comes from. But at that time, I was, and I lost belief in myself, and I felt like I was really stuck in the mud, and life became really heavy and hard. And when we're in this place, we not only sink into our human personality self, but we also begin to question everything. Is this meant for me? Do I even want to keep going? Maybe I just want a quiet life. Solitude, right? Quiet walks, reading books. Maybe I'll just buy a cabin in the woods and just go off and be by myself. Like, wouldn't that just be so easy? Right? Just go and paint and write and be by myself. And I started to then relate to people around me that thought people like me are just dreamers and they're living in another world and it's not reality. They lost their grip on reality. Like I have friends around me still, close girlfriends that I spend time with who really feel like you're supposed to get a job and work hard, save your money, save for retirement. And that's where they're at. And I can now separate myself from that. But I started to look at that and go, I could just hear people going, oh, good, she's back finally. Okay, let her get back on track. And everyone around me got more comfortable because I wasn't stretching for these big dreams. And, chasing pipe dreams is what I've heard before, right? Right. And I think that we're here together because we believe there is more. And I stayed there for a few weeks and I was feeling really like not very good. I realized that I was not happy and it doesn't feel good to be in that sludge zone. And I remembered how much fun I was having when I believed in my dreams, how exhilarating it is, and how much energy it brought into my life. And when I believed in myself and my dreams, I just kept going. And the inspiration would just flow in. There was so much inspiration. I was so creative. It was just like an open flow of ideas coming to me. And you know what? I really prefer to live here. I really prefer to live here. This is where the cosmic power plays. This is, your highest dreams is where your inspiration comes from, where that creative flow comes in, and where that leading edge is. And this is where I want to be. And understanding my human design has really helped me see that. As a manifester, I will not be happy unless I am on that leading edge. And it doesn't, I mean, we're all creators. It doesn't matter if you're manifestor, projector, generator. It really doesn't matter. Your joy, your inspiration is going to come when you are synced up with the people that are here, the people that are in this realm of like, let's look at life from a multidimensional self instead of from our personality human self. And so I refocused on getting back there. I through intention and prayer is incredibly powerful. And we're super busy. And as you get going in your business, you're going to be super busy with detail stuff. And the world around us is like incredibly strong. And if we're not being diligent with our own alignment, of our human self, with our soul self, we can be sucked into these lower energies. And instead of, the lower energies of the 3D world, which is illusion, it is what we created right now. This illusion of you have to work hard for anything, and life has to be hard, and money is scarce, and, joy is scarce, and living a life as an artist, that you are a dreamer. Artists don't make money, right? Those are all illusions. And when we can rise up and be the one who can hold the vision of something bigger and better for yourself, then we're leading the masses. They don't know it yet, but they'll be coming along soon enough. And we can't get sucked back into their thoughts. Now, and also I've also noticed, speaking of human design, I have an open head center and an ajna. My head and my ajna are open, which is beautiful for channeling, but it also makes me listen to everyone around me, and I have to work really hard to stay in my zone. I noticed the difference. My daughter and my husband both have closed centers, and they are very like focused, clear vision. They know they can see things clearly. They know it. This is what I'm doing. This is what's right, and no wavering. However, on the shadow side, when someone hurts them or they get angry, there's there's no opening up to forgiveness. I mean, there is, but they have to work harder on it, right? So, and that's okay. And it is, there's no wrong things in human design. It's just where do we have to really focus and work harder, and where are our strengths, right? So I noticed that I can easily be swayed by stuff around me. And that's a good thing to be aware of, because now I need to keep coming back. I need to separate myself from the energies and come back. That's where my art studio brings me back to my center. I spend a day painting and I come back. I don't have to paint every day in order to be in alignment. But when the world is interfering on me, when things are getting too busy, it's a requirement that I go down to my art studio and spend time there alone and just come back to my heart and center. So knowing yourself, knowing what works for you is so important. But if we allow ourselves to give more attention to the fears than to the love in our heart and the dreams for what you are building and creating and what you are here to share, your business is going to hit ceilings. Like if we don't do that. And so, the fears really suck us back into that human personality. And our human has a very limited perspective. And we want to rise up into our multidimensional self, because that's where our perspective is expanded and open and can see that there are no limits. There are no limits. And we just have to release those human perspective limits. Like, you look at it, like from my perspective right here, I see, even when I'm in my most positive state, I can see, so much of a vision. But if I connect to my higher self, who's way up there and has this great big perspective of all like time, space, dimensions, like that's the perspective of, like, you think no, you don't know, you don't know anything. And holding that, like in this morning's meditation, I talked about reverence, like holding that reverence for that higher perspective self, and that we actually can access that. We can get there. We actually have a gateway there. And all we got to do is be open to it. And the majority of the world are not open to it. But we're here to show them that, yes, there is more, because we want everyone to come along with us. That's the world we want to create, is when everyone comes along with us. So here's the big questions for you. Like, where are you leading from? Are you leading from your multidimensional self or your personality? Where are you creating from? Your multidimensionality self or your personality? Your higher infinite self or your little human? Let's do a meditation for this. Okay. All right. When you're ready. Settle in. Close your eyes. And take some nice, long, deep breaths to bring yourself into this moment. In long and deep. Letting go with a big sigh. your awareness into your body, into your heart space. Just come back to your normal breathing pattern when you're ready. Breathing into your heart and feeling your heart open up and expand. And visualize the beautiful heart light there beginning to grow. Let it continue to grow and expand. Let the feelings in your heart just overflow with love and gratitude. Let this expand out. Let yourself be standing in the center of this heart light orb. Let it grow as big as you can. Give yourself space. Imagine standing in this orb of light, but being able to stretch your arms and wave around, dance and move. There's so much space there. Feel yourself connect in your alignment to the earth. Feel your feet flat on the earth. Feel that beautiful heart light frequency channel go down to Mother Earth. Connect with her. And feel her strength and support come back up. You are a human here, having a human journey. And you are allowed to experience this human journey in the most beautiful, profound ways. You get to enjoy the food. You get to enjoy the travel around this world to see these beautiful places, to meet beautiful people, experience cultures, experience sacred sites. You get to do this. It's part of being here as a human being, to fully experience with all your senses. Enjoyment, joy, gratitude, appreciation, excitement. You get to create beautiful places, beautiful spaces, beautiful art. You get to have it all. You get to let your light shine and radiate out this joy of being here, of being alive. And you also get that connection, that channel of light moving up from your heart, up into your infinite self, connected up into the heart of the universe. We came here, we forgot where we came from, but we don't have to forget anymore. We get to have this remembrance, this openness to play here in this human experience while also being connected to this beautiful, higher, infinite, multi-dimensional self that is available to you. Feel yourself open that channel up to your higher, infinite self. Feel yourself rising up into that beautiful space. Just above the earth plane, and feel yourself letting go of the tethers, of the constraints as you up into this multi-dimensional part of you that is somewhere here between the heart of the universe and this life. There is a higher you, bigger, fuller, more connected, who can see more, who has space to move, to breathe, to expand, to create, to be inspired. See yourself in this higher self. Absorb into this higher self everything that you need to know today. Everything that's going to help you walk through this life from this higher perspective. We forget the exhilaration. We keep coming back here. We keep coming home. It's so worth it to rise back up. Let go of any guilt for having forgotten, because you'll forget again. You're human. And then you'll remember and you'll rise back up again. You are a powerful leader, a powerful creator. You came here at this time to remember and to lead others back into their remembrance. Feel this lightness. Feel this expansiveness. As you come back down into your human body, feel how this bigger light coming with you dissolves the limits in the human self. Dissolves through your energy fields. Helps you clear your energy. Squeaky clean, clear energy that radiates more light out. It pushes out, dissolving the darkness, the heaviness, the negativities that are all around you, rippling out to the people around you, rippling out through your world. And just be here for a minute and experience this deep love and gratitude. And the highest frequency of love, you can bring yourself into the reverence of being here, the reverence of this light, reverence for life, for all life. And hold this frequency is bigger than love. Take a few breaths here and just feel yourself in this frequency. And set an intention to hold this frequency and radiate it out throughout your day. Keep coming back here to realign, recenter, remember, refresh whenever you need. few deep breaths. And then begin to feel yourself back in your body. Feel your feet on the floor. Move your body around. And open your eyes when you're ready. Come on back. I always find turning the music off to be quite jolting. This is abundance. That's abundance. And you were meant to live in this body, but access more of this outpouring of energy, all this abundance within you. It's beautiful. And so from that perspective, you can see so much more than from your lower personality. From this perspective, you can access more. And it's from that vantage point that you become a powerful creator. And you create movements around you. And also from there, you're resonating with all that could be and calling this into your life, manifesting it. Imagine the excitement that you would feel if you reached that highest dream. Imagine you're getting on the phone to call your best friend or your sister or me to say, I did it. It actually happened. And then expand that and expand it again. That excitement, that giddiness, that we're creating an impact. We're doing it. People are coming to me because they want this, right? And we're already doing it right now. People are already coming to you. So, but you are going to have an impact. You are going to have a bigger impact in whatever way you choose for that to be, because you're always the one in control. If it gets to be too big and you feel overwhelmed, you get to pull it back. You get to be like, no, this isn't what I wanted. Yeah, I want to help people, but holy man, I feel a little overwhelmed right now. You get to call it back. You're the one in control. No one sets the rules for you except you. So think about, especially as we are in this new moon energy as of last night, what do you want to create more of in your life? What feelings do you want to create more of? And be willing to go. Be willing to step forward into the unknown. Be willing to take risks and stop worrying about what people think. Be willing to let that go. Pray for that. Help me lead. Thank you for helping me leading. Thank you for helping me release the fears. Thank you for helping me become stronger than the fears, more courageous than the fears. Thank you for helping me lead with my purpose and create a difference, make a difference in this world while I am here. Because we will not be here forever. Life is short. But we can create a legacy. We can begin the journey for the next people to take over. Because if we don't start it, if we don't lead, they're not going to know where to go. And they can carry on for us when we're not here. Maybe we'll come back and it'll be a better world. Who knows? So this is the access to the bigger version of you. Remember to keep questioning. Where am I leading from? My human self or my multidimensional self? Every time you feel a fear or you feel down or you feel your energy lowering, Oh my gosh, prayer is so powerful. I've felt this in the last few days. It's like, what's going on? Where's the joy? What is, universe, help me feel joy again. And whoop, here it is. Like it just came rushing through. It's instantaneous when we set that prayer message out. And it really does, whatever it is we're working through, universe, help me feel forgiveness. Universe, help me feel more love, compassion. Universe, I don't want to feel like this anymore. Help me find excitement and joy and laughter. And it will blow your mind as to how fast it happens. Call them in, let them help you. All right, my beautiful friends. Remembering that, one last message, remembering that the meaning you create for everything in your life is what you create. The universe doesn't put the meaning on anything. The universe is an abundance of everything. It will come through for you. There's nothing, no meaning. It's just energy. The meaning comes when it comes through to us. We place the meaning. So what meaning are you giving things? And you get to change it. And these are where your beliefs come from too. A lot of times our beliefs are, well, I have to do this, or I have to do it this way. It's stop and pause, look in your heart. What way could I do it that would give me more joy? And do it that way. Don't listen to, you have to go on to social media and post every day. Well, I do my meditations, but that's for me. That brings me joy. But I haven't created a post on my Instagram in a little while, right? It's been a while. I have to look back and look. Like I haven't, yeah. Don't feel like you have to do it a certain way. Keep reaching for what brings you joy through the day and follow that. Okay. I'm done.
Can I say something?
Yes.
I pulled a card while we were coming
Oh,
out of meditation. It's the Empress card. And I thought that it really hit home for our group. Know that your creations are wanted. Weave the strands of creativity, make art, write, make music, enjoy the abundance of the creative power of your community. And we're all empresses.
I love
Goddesses.
it. And that
Yeah.
reminds me, like Monday night, I was in a group of women that are artists, and we were talking about this gift of creativity. It's a gift. Like it is a gift, and it is a gift for you first. So when you bring your creativity through, how are you gifting yourself first? And then it's a gift for the world. And we have to be reminded of that sometimes, because sometimes we get into creating for others. It's like, no, create for you first. Yeah. I love that. Thank you, Carrie. Thank you for that. All right. How are you guys doing? You okay? Any questions? Thoughts? Resistance? It's okay. If you have resistances coming up, please speak them so we can work through them.
Your meditations, I get emotional every time just because I feel such love, like this unconditional love. It's amazing. Thank you.
Oh, you're so welcome. Thank you for sharing that.
And I second that. I did, and I hope this is okay, Janice. I put on the Soulfully Aligned Women, my retreat that I'm doing, and you can take it off if it's not okay. But I wanted to invite everybody to share it on their own pages. And I'm doing an art aroma and adventure at Joseph at Camp Alawa, June 6th through the 10th. And I have reworked the whole thing. Didn't get any response at all from the first round with distillations for a lot of reasons, but feel more that this is where I'm supposed to be. So I would love to have everybody grab that post and share it out as much as possible. And I have noticed so many people having aneurysms and strokes and things like that. And this morning I woke up in bed, and what came to me, I was thinking about some friends who've lost partners or loved ones, was frankincense. Frankincense, one of the few essential oils that'll cross the brain barrier and will strengthen the brain, help the heart, help, everything. And so I just wanted to give that message to you guys, because I think what's one of the side effects of the vaccines that everybody was kind of semi-forced to take is that they are causing all those strokes. But frankincense is a really easy, quick cure, and just put it on the back of your neck, get it in your spinal fluid. So that's what I have to say.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Yeah,
that.
no, that's beautiful, because I've run out of frankincense because it's quite a thick liquid and it kind of dried up on me. But I used to put it on my forehead and the back of my neck and on my heart. And I need to get more. So thank you for that reminder. And yes, those blood clots are,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got one in my leg after I had surgery on my knee. And I've been going to acupuncture to work on it, and it is getting better, but I know it was from the vaccine. Actually my owl told me comes to the house, and I woke up dreaming about it, and I heard my owl outside hooting, affirming that what I was feeling was true. So I've been really, really working on acupuncture with that. So yes, I totally agree with blood clots and, aneurysms and all that. They just don't know,
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
frankincense.
Oh, go ahead.
Sorry.
Well, you go ahead.
I was just going to say frankincense is what one of the 3 wise men brought to Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go
I was
ahead.
going to say thank you for that, because my mother passed away of an aneurysm, and it can be genetic, and 3 out of 4 of us girls have an aneurysm. So I will be able to share that with them, because when you have one and your mom died of it, it's always kind of hanging over your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. Lovely. Beautiful. Thank you all for being here. I love you. And we meet next Tuesday for the creative mystic part. So that's where we can all share our card readings experiences too. That would be amazing. And any other, be open, like aware of psychic stuff going on for yourself, because the energies are really like lightning that way. There's a lot of people experiencing more, but like we said, if you're not aware of it, it's gonna go right past you. Right. Okay. I will see you guys next week then. Yeah. And I'm going to reach out to both Carrie and Jill. Okay.
Good.
Bye.
Bye.
Love you all.